Man, it's low-key lockdown, and today we got a matchup that y'all been asking for in my comments for a good minute now. We got Sergei palvovich versus Jon Jones, and I can see why y'all wanted this matchup. It's pretty interesting, you know. White Francis Ngannou, which is Sergei palvovich. He has those sledgehammer hands, the Russian, the Terminator man, whatever the hell y'all call him. That nigga hits hard as bro. That man hits hard as a bitch. So I can see why y'all asked for this, and I am not mad at y'all. He also has a background in Greco-Roman wrestling, which is very, very different from Sergei, who got took down like a fucking baby sea turtle. So, okay, this fight could go a lot of ways. And one way that it can go is, of course, with that kind of power, he could knock Jon Jones out if he doesn't manage his distance properly. If Jon Jones does not manage his distance properly, he could get knocked out. Another factor in this fight that will be involved is how big is Jon Jones going to buff up for this fight? Will he remain the 250 that he's at? Will he drop down to feel like he's more nimble? Will he gain weight like 270 for this fight? Because Sergei is a big boy. That's bigger. That's a pretty big man right there. He's bigger than all the other people that Jones fought. Way bigger. Bigger than Cyril, bigger than Ngannou. And he got them sledgehammer hands and a very aggressive style. That's a big boy to be coming at you very fast like that. I mean, I'd want to be pretty big, but I also want to retain my ability to move on my feet. So another thing about that is, will he still feel like he's goofy on his feet like he said? He said he felt goofy on his feet. And I would assume that if you're going to fight Sergei palvovich, you'll want to feel as comfortable on your feet as possible. And the way that I see it happening is that Jon will definitely accept this fight. Jon is an insane man. Jon he's here to prove everything to everybody. So, is Jon going to let Sergei pressure him into a knockout? I doubt it. But it's a possibility. We got to factor in all possibilities. Jon Jones is most likely going to try to pressure him like he tried to pressure Cyril, because his main method to people is trying to take their approach to them so that he doesn't have to worry about them bringing the approach to them. He wants to be the lion and they to be the lamb. He'd rather not be the lamb and they be the lion. He wants to be the one bringing the pressure. So I like that about him. And Jon Jones also does an amazing film study job, man. Jon Jones's film study is one of one, bruh. Yeah, shit, it's unlike anything else. So I feel like he would film study Sergei into oblivion. And Sergei, and you don't have to really do too much film study on Jon Jones. He's all over everything. You see him everywhere. So if you've been watching Jon Jones, man, there's really nothing you can do about his style except try to knock him out. Can Jon Jones use his wrestling over this man? Will his wrestling be effective with another big guy who can wrestle a little bit too? Will it be? Will he have to use his judo? Will his judo work against a guy of that size? That's a massive man that we're talking about. A Russian who's built like a tank, who looks like he beats up people in nightclubs with his spare time. Will that be effective? Who knows? I feel like it can. I mean, just Jon Jones we're talking about. It's not no regular human being that we are talking about. Will Jon Jones be able to manage the distance like he does normally? What is the reach advantage like? Is Jon Jones still at a super reach advantage? I feel like he has longer arms than Sergei palvovich, which could be a very good thing for him. I feel like he will exercise his reach advantage in this fight if they were to fight. I feel like he'll also fuck his kneecaps up. He'll fuck Sergei kneecaps up into oblivion, because he likes to how do you explain this? He likes to Sergei. He likes to attack the lamb. After he's hit you and he feels like he's wobbled you, you don't even have to show a sign of actually being wobbled. After he feel like he get a good hit on you, he's gonna start rushing you. And will Jon Jones flip his kneecap backwards when he does that? Who knows? He most likely will, because Jon Jones is just that kind of guy. Look, man. Jon we didn't really get a good opportunity to look at him in the Cyril fight because it was just over like that. It was over that fast. Like, he beat Cyril the fuck up very fast. Cyril won in no aspects of that fight, and the fight was only 2 minutes. Literally. He beat him up, got his check, and left. Yo, beat him up, got the money, and bounced. You feel me? But the fact that Sergei has a background in Greco-Roman wrestling is pretty interesting because I just want to know how that's going to work on the grappling thing. I mean, Jon Jones has submitted BJJ black belts. Will Sergei's wrestling, work for him just because he's big with the wrestling? Or he's a huge, massive person wrestling? Will he submit Jon? Most unlikely, very unlikely. Will he knock Jon out? Kind of likely. It's pretty likely he could. I don't think Jon would let him though. Jon Jones is a guy who you can never, ever, ever bet no money against. I will never, ever, ever bet against Jon Jones, man. He makes a lot of people look like they're pushovers. I feel like this will bring Jon in his element. He wanted to fight Francis because of this knockout factor, so I think that Sergei palvovich, he's similar notes if they were to take him. And honestly, I feel like he would prepare himself for the worst case scenario and go out there and show out. I feel like he's going to beat Sergei palvovich if they fight because Jon Jones is a natural winner. He finds a way to win. It don't matter if there is no way to win. He's going to find one. He's going to make one. He said, fuck that. It ain't no way to win. Fuck it. We're making a way to win. And I like that about Jon Jones. Jon Jones is that guy. That's the reason why he's that guy. He's a violent young man, which is good for this kind of sport. You feel me? And he's just, he's going to find a way to win. Is Jon Jones' chin going to be able to take those punches, though? I have no idea. This is only his second fight in heavyweight, and Cyril didn't really even touch him at all. So it's embarrassing for Cyril, man. Cyril didn't even touch him. He didn't even get to test the battle of his heavyweight performances. I feel like Jon is going to try to wrestle this man because Jon said he wants to keep his mental facilities. And can Jon out-wrestle that man? I feel like he needs to gain some weight for that, though. If he gains a little bit more weight for that, which will blow him up to a lot of goddamn weight. But does he want to gain the weight? Because what if it's on the feet? What if it ends up being a striking match? Can he move with that weight on him or no? It took him 3 years to bulk up like that. Can he move around with that weight? He don't have 3 more years to do shit like that. He's only getting older. And his brain is only getting older. And his body's only getting older. So, man, even with all this being said, I think I still got Jon Jones. I got Jon Jones, man. Always got Jon over guys with, their skill set is limited. Sergei's skill set is limited. It's very effective, though. But I got Jon in this fight, man. I got him at least 60-40. 60-40, man. Jon Jones. And with that being said, we out, man. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what's up. Y'all already know what's going on. I don't want to hear y'all talk about shit. Oh, he's going out like the last Wonder Boy. Y'all talk that same shit in that Cyril game comments and shut the fuck up because I was right. And we out.